What is up guys, it's Matt. This is my new channel where I'm going to be doing all sort of photography, videography type things, which I love. Super passionate about getting crispy photos like this and like this. You can go follow me on my Instagram photography page, it's mattrob.photo, but today we're going to be taking a look at my gear. So, 6 years ago, started my tech YouTube channel. You can go follow me over there. I started on the 700D. That is a Canon camera. It's a cropped sensor. There's quite a lot of good EF lenses for it, which I must admit was pretty good benefit. I love the colors of Canon. Autofocus was like a bit iffy. It wasn't like the best thing in the world, but you know what? I made it work, pumped out a bunch of great, awesome videos. And that is where I got started with. So if you want to pick up a really great starter camera, I'd say it's still pretty decent. Then I moved on to this guy. This is the Lumix GH4. I remember like such a big hype about this because it was an affordable mirrorless 4K camera. So a lot of people were like super hyped about this, and so was I. Some of the content I saw filmed with this was incredible, and so I honestly just needed to pick one up, and I've loved it ever since. Micro Four Thirds isn't the best for low light. This thing is definitely not that great. And for pictures, it's definitely not that great either. Autofocus is not very good either. So there's like this very niche specific part of this camera, which is awesome, which is I love the touchscreen, the controls, the features. They're definitely like next level. Wi-Fi, NFC, Bluetooth. The one thing that is good is the 4K video. You've got Cinema 4K and standard UHD. But this thing was an absolute beast. It's quite old now, but I'll still be using it as like maybe like a top-down camera or to get some side shots, whatever. I still think it's pretty awesome, and you could definitely start YouTube with this. You can pick it up pretty cheap on eBay. And right now I'm actually using the Canon R6. So I can't believe I have a Canon R6. Like, oh, it gives me the chills. Don't shoot me, but I do have a kit lens on it, RF 4 to 7.1. It's crazy, I know, it's super slow aperture, but this is 24 to 105 lens, and you know, it gives you some great focal lengths. I mainly just keep it at 24. Autofocus is awesome. Low light's pretty good because of the full frame. I really can't fault it. A lot of people online were saying like, oh, like super bad lens or like low quality. Like, I don't know what anyone's talking about. This thing is built like a beast. Like, it's definitely not an L lens, but compared to any other kit lens I've experienced, this is super high quality for like a kit lens, and it's super cheap as well compared to like every other lens out there. So I could not fault this. I'll definitely do more tests and more videos on this lens, but it's an absolute beast for the price. I mean, I'm definitely gonna step it up in the future, but right now I'm on a low budget. I'm a student and I just cannot like do all the freaking 2.5 grand, 15 to 35 or whatever, even though I would love that lens. Just not yet. Just, you know, one step at a time. We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, I really want to step up my game with photography, bring the Canon R6 out, use it at proper events, because I actually did shoot an esports event recently, which was pretty awesome. Still editing some of that footage. But I want to really use the R6 as my daily camera for everything. And I want to just build up this collection over the years. And I'm super prepared to put in the work and do that. But if you want to actually film something a little bit more vloggy and you don't want it to be super like professional or anything like that, you can pick up one of these. This is actually the Pocket 2. So awesome piece of kit actually. You just take this sleeve off and it's a super small camera. It's basically a 3-axis gimbal and it records in 4K. Really great quality, great audio quality, smooth video. You can put in an SD card, like a 512 gigabyte SD card. You can film for ages with this thing, and it's super like less intimidating walking around filming with this rather than filming with something like this. So for comparison, like vlogging with this or vlogging with this, it's like a lot nicer and more comfortable to use this. But DJI is great for tracking. There's like a mini tripod thing in the bottom here. You can stand this on like a wall or on a rock or on the floor, and it can follow you around and capture you. Great for if you don't have a cameraman. Yeah, this is like an awesome piece of tech. But something even more awesome that I picked up is this guy. This is the DJI Air 2S, and it's an incredible piece of tech. It's an awesome drone. I absolutely love it. It can record 5.4K Super easy to handle and fly. I'd never flown anything like this before. Straight away, I could control it with ease. The app is great, the controls are great. This is such a high quality drone, and it's quite expensive. It's about £1,000 with the insurance, but you can pick it up for about $799, I believe, maybe $899. But yeah, some of the results of this are really great. 20 megapixel, super portable because it folds up, and I really love it. Check out some of these shots from the drone. But yeah, as you can see, just incredible. But jumping back to the Canon R6, I really want to pick up some of the cheaper RF lenses. There's like a 50mm, a 16mm, and a 35mm, which all look pretty interesting. I want to sell my EF 50mm. This is the Nifty 50, f1.8. This was a super awesome lens. I used this for so long, and it's like the cheapest, worst quality lens ever. Super small as well, but it does the job. Got lots of great B-roll like this, all from this lens. So yeah, you guys may be wondering like what software do you use? I actually use Final Cut Pro. It works great on the M1 chip, super efficient, great export times, and I'm just really used to Final Cut, so it's quite expensive, I guess. It's a one-off fee, but honestly, like, it's just super worth it for me. A lot of YouTubers use Final Cut. I really couldn't use anything else. It's just ingrained in like the process of making these videos. But I also use Lightroom. That's just for color grading or just adjusting the image. You know, if I need to like turn down the exposure, increase the contrast, add some sharpness, maybe fix some distortion and add some nice colors, that's what I use Lightroom for. Or if there's some people kind of creeping into my shot and I want to like nitpick and remove things, that's when I jump over to Photoshop. Just is more powerful. You can add various effects to your photos. I really like that. I quite like editing photos. Just makes them look a little bit better, more punchier. Now, something else I actually bring around with me is this bag. It's not the best thing. It's quite cheap. It's an SD photography bag. It's adjustable, so you can adjust all these little compartments in here. So they're just like Velcro, and you can kind of reposition them. And it's great for if you want to put like your drone in a bag or your camera, maybe a GorillaPod microphone, whatever. Super adjustable. If you're doing photography, definitely pick up one of these bags. Anyway, guys, this is it. This is my new channel. This is my first video on that channel. Super scary to start something new, but it's been a goal for a while now. I need to jump on this photography bandwagon and do these awesome cinematography videos because it's just like such a passion, you know? It's just deep inside me, and I need to show you guys all this awesome stuff. So if you like that stuff, if you like cameras, definitely subscribe, turn on the bell icon. I just really appreciate it. So yeah, and have a great new year. See you guys later. Peace.